This is my big one for the day, and I might have to do it 3-minute things because I don't know if I can cram it in 3 things. People wonder why Jesus had to come in the flesh. Okay, we know from the very beginning that when back in the Old Testament, when Adam and Eve sinned, everything, and God took animals and sacrificed them because blood had to be spilled. Blood had to be spilled when there was sin that had been done. And so, and then he made them some clothing to wear. So they were forgiven. If a lot of people did not know that, a lot of people don't know that. But my point is, and I'm going to try to do it in 3 minutes. The reason why Jesus could not come down in just the spirit, he had to come down in the flesh, because he had to shed his blood for all our sins, past, present, and future. Just like the animals were used for their blood back before Jesus came to take that place of that. Whenever they sinned and everything, they bought their best one, had to be their best animal with no blemishes and everything, to shed their blood for their sins. So in order for Jesus to shed his blood and die for his sins, he had to be in the flesh. He had to have a body with blood like we do. I know a lot of people don't hear that explanation too much, but you can read about it. It just is mind-boggling and everything, you know, how it works that way and everything. But Jesus had to shed blood just like the animals did for the sins back then. His blood, sinless blood, had to be shed to conquer death and all sin, because he was perfect. And so his blood was shed. And he did die for all men, women, children, past, present, and future. What a beautiful God we have. What a beautiful God. So if you did not know that, that's why Jesus had to come in the flesh. Because his sinless blood had to be spilled and sacrificed for all our sins, from the time of Adam and Eve all the way up till ever, until he comes back on the clouds. So I hope that helps you out too, to find out why Jesus was in the flesh. Because he had to die in the flesh for his son and for his blood to be spilled to the ground to compensate for all our sins, every sin that was ever made to man. And he did it with a loving and agonizing heart. God bless